Crocodile Dundee 1986 needs no introduction for this classic, starring Paul Hogan as Crocodile Mick Dundee. He's all red-pilled and he's cheeky with his responses to the pretextual, rhetorical, provocative questions that he's receiving from journalists who's talking straight out of her ass, and he's got no time for bollocks. The first half of the film is filmed in the outback in Queensland and also in the Northern Territory. He's camping out with the journalist from New York, Sue, played by Linda Kozlowski. They're living the bushman lifestyle there, and for the subsequent second half of the film, he goes to New York later on, and that gets his backside in New York, which establishes the juncture for the subsequent other sequel. Sue is dating this character called Richard, who's a bit of a prick, and they both work at the same newspaper company. Sue goes down to Walkabout Creek in the Northern Territory. The film does it thorough from the top down. There's fisticuffs at the pub where Dundee is. They're out in the outback, and he's all volatile, badass out there, killing snakes with his bare bloody hands, scaring and taking the piss out of hunters. So Sue wants to prove to Dundee that she could trek out in the wilderness alone, and she's boasting that she'll be fine more than she is viscerally. She's all mouth, no trousers, just talking complete shit, and she gets attacked by a crocodile, almost gets turned into Schrodinger's corpse, and Dundee saves her backside. Sue inevitably becomes attracted to Dundee, and there's the ominous feeling that there would be a shitty, relationship trope, but the film fortuitously circumvents it from potentially being cheeky and vexatious, so it gets recalibrated. They're having a dinner with loads of people at her father's home down in New York with loads of others, and Richard proposes marriage to her. Dundee was dismayed, and he's ready to go off on his excursion, just getting the fuck out of there, and she later on redacted on the marriage proposal, and the two of them reconverge.
Good one, Skippy. Still be there when you and I are gone. So arguing over who owns them. Like two fleas arguing over who owns the dog they live on.
The takes. What's the quickest way out of town?
Well, if you're looking for adventure, there's a subway about 2 blocks that way. It'll take you to Grand Central Station.
That'll do.
With some formulaic elements. Aside from that, though, the film is a proper classic with Paul Hogan mitigating ontological, self-inflicted, cognitive dissonance, retarded despair.